Today, I had something happen. It happens to you too. At least I hope it does. Hope I'm not the only one. So I was scrolling, like we all do. I was scrolling along, and I stopped on something, and basically it said something to the effect of whatever you're doing won't work because AI is taking over. Something to that effect. And as soon as I read it, I was dejected. Like I just felt like, oh, like what's the point of anything? And I mean, it's just like one of those situations where as soon as you get started on something, there's always something else that comes up. Somebody says something like, let's say you decide that you want to get in shape and you decide to start jogging. And as soon as you start jogging, you jog for 3 days, someone says, hey, they say jogging is debilitating to your knees and you shouldn't do it. And you're like, but I just started jogging. I mean, this is just how things go. And so what I did was after feeling dejected and depressed and depleted, like what's the point of anything anymore? I paused and I took a breath and I thought, that might be true, but how does that help me? That might be true, but how does that help me? And that immediately stopped the depression and helped me to rethink, reframe what I was experiencing. Understand that everybody has an agenda. Everybody has something that they're trying to accomplish with or without you. I have an agenda. You have an agenda. You have things that you're trying to accomplish. And so whatever the person wrote that, whoever wrote that, whatever their agenda was, that was part of it, my experience. So in thinking about that might be true, but how does that help me? It gives the person who's stating the information or giving the information room to be correct because they may be. And we're not really concerned with that it's correct. We're concerned about how does it help you? How does it help me? Because in that question, we have the opportunity to give whatever meaning to anything we want as long as it helps us. It could be the worst thing possible, but if it helps us and we're not doing any harm to anyone else, then it comes out as a win. And so when these things happen, when you are doing something, when someone gives you that information that gives you that little bit of anxiety, that gives you that loss of peace of mind, like when you're just happy-go-lucky doing your thing and someone tells you something, you have to think to yourself, that might be true, but how does that help me? So just think about that. Next time this happens to you, and I'm sure it will, because it'll happen to me, it'll happen to everyone, just put your mind through that thought, put what you are reading or hearing through that framework and see how you can change things around to where you can continue on moving forward. All right. That's what I got. Enjoy.